I need to talk about something. Why does that keep happening? My thing is tripping dicks right now. What the fuck? Like, are y'all seeing that too? Why is it not working? What's going on? Anyway. To what? My Bluetooth's not even on! Oh, my fucking tea. Yeah, it's kinda... Oh, well that doesn't fucking help. What? I don't want Bluetooth. Okay. Why is that an option? Girl. Why? Okay, so that was only like a little bit concerning. Girl, you're being turned off. Be gone. If it turns back on, then we're really fucked. Anyways, hi, it's me again, and I'm here to give you unfiltered and unsolicited thoughts at an ungodly hour of the night. So, I was writing in my journal again, and I was thinking about, well, let's just say I think about Doja Cat a lot. I think about Doja Cat arguably more than the standard human being. Doja Cat is an artist that will not be fully appreciated in this generation. And I'm gonna tell you why, with little to no statistical facts, evidence, or second opinions. I'm just gonna tell you why she's secretly a master of her craft. Okay. Doja Cat had an infamous arc as an artist, as a musician. She started R&B. She was rapping this whole time, let's be for real. But then Scarlet dropped. Her best album to date, in other words. That album I associate with like a personal shift in my life. That was the first time I could be like, oh, I'm about to have a villain arc. Was it good? Debatable. But she is fucking brilliant, because there's a line in one of her songs that says, always knew I was gonna change from the beginning. She knew this whole time. This was her plot. This has been her plot. The consumers hating on her for that are the ones who look dumb, because everyone knows they're gonna change from the beginning. You have to change. If you don't change, then you're not evolving, and then what's the point? Also, like, if you're listening to an artist, if you love and respect an artist, why wouldn't you want them to change? Everybody changes. Every single human being on this earth changes. Nobody is the same human being that they are from when they are, we'll say, like 18, to be safe here. No one is the same human being from 18 to like fucking, I was gonna say 70, but like that's like a no-duh situation. But even like 18 to 25, 25 to 30, 35, like you should be able to document progress. And that's exactly what artists are doing. That's exactly what Doja Cat did. Her arc, her change, her rebrand, don't love that term in art, but it was fucking brilliant. She was banking on the fact that these dumb motherfuckers on the internet that she is literally involved in, like, wouldn't be shocked if she's been on like the dark web. She has this very harsh grasp on how fucked society is. Does that make sense? No. No. She has a very good grasp as to how fucked the internet is. And she knows there's some dumb motherfuckers out there. And of course, her dumbest song, No Hate, Moo, goes viral. Of course it does. She knew that that was gonna get her in the door. It got her in the public eye. It got her fame, essentially, virality. And It's unfortunate, but that's what every single artist craves, because once the eyes are on you, you're like, great, I've been preparing for this since the moment that I wanted to be an artist. From the moment that I knew that I was a creative, that I knew that I had something to say. I've been building all of these years, and now I finally get to fucking say it. Or maybe like literally none of this matters and like that wasn't her play at all, but like this is how I absorb it. This is how I, what's the word? Interpret. This is how I interpret her artistic arc. Okay? So Moo goes viral, and then a few other songs kind of go viral on that first album, and then she goes into Hot Pink, Cunty Era. Thank God this is fucking recording, so I was just spitting bars and I was gonna be so pissed if no one got that. Did we get that? Did we get that? Did we get that? We got it. I wonder if my tea's ready yet. Bitch, I have tea, don't worry. Where was I at? Hot Pink comes out. Culture shifts. Oh my God. We got honey lavender tea. Oh my God, impeccable. Of course, the actual viral moment that she was waiting for, Say So. Say So was a pop culture reset, okay? I think the music video was done by Hannah Lux Davis. Iconic. And like that was the real moment where she was like, hey girl, I can dance, I can rap, I can sing, I have the whole package. But it wasn't really her. Like none of that was like really her. It might have been in the moment, but like always knew I was gonna change from the beginning. She was always fucking foreshadowing it. I don't know. I feel so very passionately about Doja Cat because I feel like so often people don't take her seriously. I'm like, no, like this bitch is making high art with a song called Wet Vagina. Like, high art. So anyways, so she has her viral moment with Say So. I feel like it was a minute after its release, so it was like a little callback moment, you know? Similar thing happened with Sabrina Carpenter and Feather and Nonsense. I care very deeply about music and pop culture when it comes to that. I don't really care about pop culture for like other celebrities other than musicians. Anyways, also just like the artistic theory that goes behind like how all of these artists are successful is so fascinating to me because I'm trying to be like that. I'm taking notes. Copy to greats, that's my #1 strategy. It was very poppy. It was very mainstream. It was still fantastic, of course, you know, and she's just going through all of these layers as an artist and all of these moments, and like sometimes I get it, you have to ride the wave of whatever label you're signed to or what's hot at the moment. Like I totally get it, but something about when an artist finally has the confidence and the foundation and the following to start doing whatever the fuck they want, dangerous in the best way possible. Again, we just kind of saw this happen with Doechii. Like she went off the path of what her label was asking for and she just won a fucking Grammy. Like and it gets to that point where they're like, I have nothing to lose. When Doja was like, yeah bitch, I said what I said, I'd rather be famous instead, like she's going to the furthest of lengths to get canceled, but she's just gaining traction in the conversation of pop culture, of music. She's still getting eyes on her, and like y'all are too petty and upset to like recognize that. It's like, no, art is supposed to strike conversation. Art is supposed to bring people together. It's supposed to divide people. Like there are many layers, and she's just kind of fucking brilliant, and it's like crazy. I think Doja is like my Tyler the Creator. I can't explain it in any other way really other than that, but like I feel like some people just love Tyler the Creator for like all of his lore and understand all of it. No, like that's how I am with Doja. Kind of, I don't want to say a day oneer because I wasn't on the SoundCloud shit, but like I've been listening to Doja for quite some time now. There's really no other album that I like. I love Scarlet so much, and I love Scarlet to Claude so much, and I loved just that whole era it's so in your face, it's so loud, it's so disruptive, it's fucking iconic. Like, Scarlett explains Doja's arc, because it actively does, and like I think people just don't look into lyrics as deeply as they should, because literally she tells the whole fucking story, and it's brilliant. Blah 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 blah. I've already said this. We are actively witnessing her mastering her craft, not only as a musician but as like an overarching creative and artist. You see it in her fashion, you see it in her makeup, you see it in everything. Like, you hear it in her production, you hear it in her vocals and her flow. Like, we are witnessing her mastering her craft, and every single artist's work should reflect that. No, your first album should not be the same as your fourth. And so many people just crave when one thing works, and this is why labels are so fucked. When one thing works, they just want them to keep copying and pasting it. But like, that's not the point of art. That's consumerism. Like, that's capitalism kind of taking over artistic tendencies. That's okay. This is getting really intense. I didn't realize I was so passionate about this, but then I just brought capitalism into the conversation, and like, I feel like we're there. But like, I'm right. So same thing happened when Ariana Grande finally had her Dangerous Woman era. Like, she was so innocent, pop girly, and then she dropped Dangerous Woman and she was like, treat me like the actual full-grown woman that I am. If people saw Dangerous Woman, I think Dangerous Woman is an incredible album, but then when Sweetener came out, the dynamic shift of it was so great, and it should be. She went through so much in between the Dangerous Woman period and in between the Sweetener period. There should be that change. That should reflect in their work. They should be finding a new part of themselves. They should be evolving. But like, people just see it from a business side, and they're like, oh, you're here to entertain me, so if what you're doing is working, then you should stay there, you should stay put, you should stay in place.
Absolutely not.
If you actually support them as, oh my god, I'm literally stuttering, I'm like so passionate right now. If you actually support them as an artist, you should support their change. That also equally supports them as a human being. And like, although they are entertainers, they are human beings, they are artists, and like, they should be treated with respect. Oh my god, I'm so happy I like got this off my chest. I like only started like journaling about it, but I think I am already seeing it in myself, just in ways of like, not only how my YouTube videos have changed, but like how my short films are changing, and like what I'm gearing up to create and what I have created in the past. There is definitely a shift happening. I feel it. Thanks for listening to not my rant, but just like my dissection of musicians and artists and their arcs, and why you should just let artists make whatever the fuck they want to make, because chances are that is documenting a time in their life, representing a chapter in their life, representing change. It's doing something for them personally, and although they're showing it to you, even though they're giving it to the public eye and for public critique, it doesn't have to be good. It just has to matter to them, and it has to help them or change them or heal them in some way. And like, if that happened, then fan-fucking-tastic. Congratulations, you've made art. Yeah, man. That's how I'm feeling. This was kind of really healing, actually. I loved this. Thank you for joining me. This has been my tea time. Maybe this will be a new series. Go pick up a book. I'm gonna go read. So you and I can be reading together in spirit. It'd be cute. Keep making your art. Keep showing the world new parts of yourself every day, because it deserves it, and you deserve it. You deserve to explore that. Okay. Peace and love. Cheers.